Hey everybody, Randy Karchner here. Thanks for joining me for Fortissimo Friday. I wanted to share some thoughts today about what it's like in our lives to catch a cue or miss a cue, because life will throw you different cues at different times, and it's up to us to be willing and open and aware that it's throwing us a cue, which could make such a big difference in what happens after that. Back in 1988, I was very privileged to tour as musical director for the Osmond Brothers for about a year. And I had such a great experience. I grew so much learning how to be a leader. When you're a musical director, I was also playing piano. When you're a musical director, it's about making sure that the band is on cue, everybody knows what's going on. I'm conducting the band. And in lots of cases, like for me, I did the arrangements for all the instruments and also for the backup vocalists. So, as musical director and pianist, my job was to stay in charge of making sure that everything was working exactly with what the artist needed out front. And they would give me visual cues at certain parts during the show about things that needed to come next, whether we needed to extend a song or whether we needed to cut something off earlier, and anyway, the rest of the band would follow me and I would signal to them as well. One particular show, I had my head stuck in the music that I had written, and I missed a cue that Merrill Osmond gave me. I remember this like clear as day. I knew immediately that I had screwed up and that it threw the show off just a teeny bit. I'm not really sure that the audience would have noticed that much, but I knew it. And the rest of the band definitely knew it. And so, as you can imagine, and rightfully so, I was given a Scotch blessing after that set during the halftime. So how many times are we going through in our lives and we miss little cues that come along where if we hadn't been so focused, not that focus isn't good at the right time, but we were so into what we were doing that we didn't notice wonderful things happening around us, or things that maybe weren't so wonderful that we could have made a difference had we noticed. So I love this song from the movie Armageddon, and here's the lyrics to it, and you can guess what it is. You're going to know as soon as I tell you the lyrics, but then I'll play it for you. I love the chorus lyrics, and it goes right along with exactly what I'm talking about. Don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, 'cause I'd miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I'd still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. That's the key right there. I don't want to miss a thing. Hey, Marilyn. Nice to see you. Let me play that for you. Hey, Lisa Clancy. Glad you guys are joining us today. Is life giving you cues and you're missing them? Are you too involved with what you're doing to stop and smell the roses, to notice what's going on around you? We're in a very particularly interesting situation right now. We have an opportunity to listen to the cues around us, to pay more attention to our family, to be able to reconnect with friends. Maybe we can't see them personally in the same room, but we can connect with them. We have lots of ways of connecting with people, a phone call, a video. So don't miss on the cues around you. Speaking of the Osmonds, this last week has been great. I happened to pop on a live with Nathan Osmond, and he is Alan Osmond's son, and was also a part of the Osmond Boys that would come on some of our shows. And anyway, it was really fun to hear him talk, and then we had a conversation on the phone a couple of days later, and it was just really great to connect with him again, because it's been years since I've seen or talked with him. And he reminded me of some things that we did on that tour, and we had so much fun together. So speaking of the Osmonds, I never was privileged to be a part of the Donnie and Marie show, but they always had this song at the end of their show, which I think is really applicable, and I am definitely no Donnie or Marie, of course, but let me share it with you, and this is how I want to end this today. May tomorrow be a perfect day. May you find love and laughter along the way. May God keep you in His tender care till He brings us together again. I hope you have a great week. Take every opportunity to not miss the cues around you. And I'm sending out my love from my vantage point here in Maryland. And I hope you make it a great weekend and a great week. See you next week. Randy Karcher, the musical health coach. Take care. Bye-bye.